I'm Naya Hudson, and this is my informative speech. The benefits of medical marijuana. After looking at various facets to marijuana, its uses and laws, it will be easy to see with proper regulations and policies its entrance into our world in a positive light. Who smokes marijuana? Marijuana is used by people of all ages, races, and backgrounds. According to the Normal Foundation, marijuana is the third most used recreational drug in America behind alcohol and tobacco. The statistics on marijuana are not dumbfounded for those using tobacco or alcohol. While more than 14 million people uses marijuana regularly, despite the harsh laws, around 50,000 people die from alcohol poisoning and about 4,000 to tobacco uses. The uses for marijuana go beyond the recreational into the scientific and medical. The current laws that progress towards the legalization and discrimination of marijuana have not caused a major increase in marijuana usage or a major change into the attitude towards it. Despite the obvious movements towards the acceptance of marijuana, there are many people, both citizens and lawmakers, who maintain a negative outlook for different reasons. So, what are the cold, hard facts about marijuana usage? People of all age groups, races, and background use marijuana. Marijuana is usually smoked in a form of a joint, hand-rolled like a cigarette, pipes, water pipes, bongs, and blunts, empty cigars. The drug in marijuana is called THC, and it carried through the bloodstream to the brain and other organs of the body. It influences pressure, memory, thinking, concentration, sensory, time, perception, and coordination movement. It increases heart rate, greater cardiac and respiratory issues in older individuals. At least 42% of Americans at the age of 12 and over have used marijuana for one reason or another. Now, despite common belief, there are some positive aspects to marijuana. Aids in the treating of pain and nausea involved with HIV and AIDS, cancer, glaucoma, and multiple sclerosis, and others. Talk show host, actors, and television personality Montel Williams found that his trying condition, multiple sclerosis, respond favorably to marijuana. This makes him a criminal in the state of Illinois. More clinical trials need to be conducted on a larger number of patients in order for the benefit of marijuana to be accurately reported and documented. Most medical benefits fall under the category of analgesics. Those are like painkillers, property of cannabis, effective nausea from the chemotherapy treatments. It relieves muscle pains and spasming in those suffering from multiple sclerosis. It reduces pressure in animals and humans suffering from glaucoma. What exactly do the news laws say about marijuana usage and the possession? Washington and Colorado are the only states who legalize medical and recreational marijuana. All discrimination laws fall under a particular set of restrictions. The restrictions add to the control factor that many people are worried is missing from legalization of marijuana. Limiting the locations of growth in the amount of people and transportation. They're discriminalized on a federal level into federal intervention. Personal possessions on a state level in Alaska, California, Maine, Massachusetts, Nevada, Oregon, and Vermont. Propositions to tax and regulate marijuana similar to alcohol. Medical marijuana only in the above states, and also Arizona and Hawaii, Michigan, Montana, New Jersey, New York, and Washington, D.C. Medical marijuana controls doses of purified cannabis, dismisses adverse effects of actual smoking marijuana, controls the difference in growing factors that causes variations between plants. Still under question in Connecticut, Delaware, Illinois, New Hampshire, and Rhode Island. There is actually federal support for studies that meet acceptance, scientific standards, and successfully have completed searches funding based on peer reviews and potential public health significance. How does marijuana compare to the already legal drugs like alcohol and tobacco? Cannabis versus alcohol and tobacco. Marijuana has a societal cost of $20 per user. Health-related and societal costs per user of alcohol are 8 times $165 per user of alcohol. Health-related costs per uses of tobacco are more than 40 times $800 per tobacco user. Obvious acceptance that marijuana only legalized with proper regulation under the drug policy reform. If there are benefits to marijuana, why are there still not naysayers? There are some effects of marijuana, detrimental effects of marijuana. Smoking marijuana alone has adverse side effects that counteracts the actual medical benefits. Varying amounts of THC based on how the plant was cultivated and whether it's coming from flowers or an entire plant. Concentration of THC has increased over the past 10 years. Long-term heavy marijuana usage can impair behavior and the function of your brain, loss of memory, and can reach an equivalent of 15 years of aging. Decision making is affected in alterations in the brain activity. Investigations. Marijuana loses functional parts of your brain affected by marijuana use, which is compensated in other regions of the brain. Marijuana is known and proven to have benefits. People tend to forget the negative side effects of other drugs because they are already illegal. Marijuana diminishes the side effects of smoking actual weed. The use of marijuana is accompanied by negative side effects. The effects of using medical marijuana can outweigh the negative side effects associated with the cruel marijuana. More widely spread, marijuana is predicted.